Hello, this is a short video presentation on multiplying radicals. From yesterday, you remember the square root of 3 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 15. When we multiply radicals, we just multiply the number inside the square root. So if I have something like 2 square root of 3 times the square root of 6, that's equal to 2 times, and now I multiply the square root of 3 and the square root of 6. But I'm going to do this carefully. 3 times and 6, I'm going to break up into 3 times 2. Why do I want to do that? Because 3 times 3 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. So this is a step we don't have to write, but 3 times 3, 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 2, or 6 square root of 2. So when you see this, you can immediately go to this. There's no sense writing out that other step. All right, let's try another one. 2 square root of 10, 2 square root of 10 times 3 square root of 15. Again, the whole number outside, or it could be a fraction too, numbers outside the radical get multiplied together, and the numbers inside get multiplied together. But I'm not going to multiply 10 and 15 and get a big number that I have to break up. Instead, 10 is 2 times 5, and 15 is 5 times 3. Now I see that I have 2 5s, so the square root of 5 times 5, which is 25, the square root is 5, it's always going to be the same number. So I'm just going to write that like this, and then I have 2 times 3 is 6, or 30 square root of 6. Now I could have written this as 6 times the square root of 2, square root of 25, square root of 3. Square root of 25 is 5, and then I multiply the others together. But as soon as I see the pair, as soon as I see that pair, I can immediately write it outside the square root. All right, how about when we're dealing with binomials? 2 times the square root of 3 times the quantity, 3 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 6. Now we distribute. We take this number right here, and we multiply it times this, and we multiply it times that. So we have 2 times 3, the outside parts, and square root of 3 times square root of 2, square root of 6, plus 2 times 2, the outside parts, square root of 3, and 6 is 3 times 2. So I have 6 square root of 6 plus square root of 3 times 3 is 3. Again, 3 times 3 is 9, square root of 9 is 3. But whatever number is being multiplied together, when we take the square root, that's the number we get. And we have our square root of 2, or 6 square root of 6 plus 12 square root of 2. These are not like terms. It's like 6x plus 2y. Can't add them together. Can't add these together and get one number. So we're done. All right, lastly, what if we have to FOIL? 2 plus 3 square root of 2 times 3 minus 2 square root of 14. Now we're going to FOIL. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times this, the outside parts, minus 4 square root of 14. This times this, plus 9 square root of 2. And lastly, this times this, minus the outside part, 3 times 2 is 6. Square root of 2 times, and 14 is 2 times 7. All right. Then we have 6 minus 4 square root of 14 plus 9 square root of 2 minus square root of 2 times 2 is 2. 6 times 2 square root of 7, or 6 minus 4 square root of 14 plus 9 square root of 2 minus 12 square root of 7. And we have no like terms, none whatsoever. A couple other quick things before I let you go. And I've shown some of you this, but square root of 2 times square root of 2 equals 2. 2 times 2 is 4, square root of 4 is 2. Whatever this number is the number that's right there. Square root of 3, square root of 3, 3 times 3 is 9, square root of 9 is 3. This number goes right there. So if I have the square root of 17 times the square root of 17, don't multiply those together. The answer is going to be 17. All right, and now truly the last thing, and I think I keep saying one more thing. What happens when we have to add? If I have 2 square root of 5 plus 4 square root of 5, this is similar to 2x plus 4x. 2 plus 4, 6x. This is 6 square root of 5. If I have 2 square root of 5 plus the square root of 5, this really has a coefficient of 1. Even though we don't see that coefficient, it's there, and we end up with 3 square root of 5. All right, video turned out to be a little longer than I thought, but still not too bad. All right, hope you guys have a great day.